Roses are such a beautiful and timeless flowers. And I've planted more than 200 of them in my rose garden. The small ones, the large ones, the climbing on the obelisk. But among all of these roses, there are some that feel extra special. The rose trees. So today I want to share with you my favorite ones and give you some tips along the way. Welcome back. Hi, for those who are new here, I'm Sonia and I have a beautiful rose garden with more than 200 roses in it. And every time when I plan a new bed or a new design, I think of tree roses or standard roses as they are called. They bring structure and elegance to every garden, every border, and you can even plant them in a pot on your balcony. But what I love is they create this wow effect. So I plant them a lot in my garden, and I often combine them with smaller roses and accompanying plants like bluebells, geranium or lavender. So today let me show you my favorite ones in colors red, white and pink, and how they create this wonderful wow effect in my garden. Red roses always feel so classic and dramatic. Underplanted with small white roses, they create such a striking contrast. In my garden, you'll find varieties like Scarlet Meidiland, Alba, and in the front yard, I recently added Gärtnerfreude as a new standard rose. But my absolute favorite red tree rose is Super Excelsa. This rose is so wonderful. It looks great with all these crimson red clusters of bloom that are falling down of the tree. And this Super Excelsa is great rose that was bred in 1987 and is even healthy rose that was certified by ADR certificate, which means that here in Germany it is really healthy and you can grow it even without additional support. But speaking about the support, for every standard rose of this growth, you need a support, some construction from metal or wood that support this rose, and in case that there is a windy day, that your rose will not break under the huge amount of bloom that's falling down of the tree. White roses bring calm and brightness, especially in areas with a dark background. Near my winter garden, I have a little white pet, and in my mini English rose garden, Guirlande d'Amour stands beautifully against the dark yew hedge. If you love white roses too, you might remember them from my earlier video about white rose varieties. But today I want to feature another rose, smaller variety, and it's called Alba Meidiland. I've planted it in the rose patio, and it's underplanted by bluebells, and the combination of the purple and white creates really wonderful feeling in the patio when everything is in bloom. The good point is that this rose is also repeat blooming rose and very healthy one, so I can only recommend this rose as well. By the way, there are different varieties of the trees and how high these trees are. The smallest ones are patio trees, rose trees that are up to 60 centimeters. The standard ones are 70 to 90 centimeters. And the really tall ones like the Super Excelsa or the Guirlande d'Amour that I have in the backyard, they are 1 meter 40 centimeters high. But there are so many varieties of them. You can always choose the right one that you want to add to your garden for the right space. Now let's talk about the pinks. I added to my garden the pink because next to the white and red color roses, I wanted to create this kind of romance. And I also did not want to put too many colors in your garden, otherwise the colors could compete and it would not look that good. So my pink ones are examples are the Cassie, the Mozart that is very delicate, and my favorite, the Fairy. I've planted 3 of them in the patio. They are old-fashioned, endlessly blooming, and they have this almost fairy tale feeling, which is probably how they got their name. The Fairy was bred in 1932 by an UK breeder in Bentall, and just imagine this variety is already or nearly 100-year old. And it looks really good. I think that this is one of the most popular roses here in Germany when you buy small brush rose. It repeats bloom very well. I have this rose even in a pot because of this beauty. And I have a red variety of the rose in my rose bed. So these were my most beautiful rose trees that bring really a magic and this wow effect into my garden. If you liked the video, it would be great if you could like it. And if you even want more from this garden, more from stories, and maybe join me even on my journey towards creating some beautiful space, then join my community. I thank you for watching, and I see you next time.